This video is going to be for those of you out there who don't have children. I have got to tell you that clients of mine that don't have children, they are some of my favorite clients to work with because none of the default rules apply. So a lot of clients say, oh, it doesn't matter. If I pass away with nothing in writing, my kids will eventually get it because that's what the law allows. And that's true. Your kids will generally get your assets if you don't have anything in writing. But for those of you with no children, you don't have that safety net. And so, especially if you're not married, the state, if you have nothing in writing or there's a vacuum in information, like you didn't put a beneficiary down for your retirement account, basically, the state has a plan, which is, hey, we'll give it to your closest living relative, because that's what we figure most people would want. And then if there's no living relative that we can find, it eventually escheats to the state of California. Now, aside from the fact that nobody wants to see their assets escheat to the state of California when there are loved ones or charities that they can give their money to, one of the challenges is that a lot of people don't like their closest living relative. So, I sit down with clients who don't have any children, they haven't done any estate planning, and I say, well, do you realize if you pass away, it's going to go to your brother and your two sisters? And they say, I don't like my two sisters. No. We don't want that. I just want it to go to my brother and a charity. And so, we hightail it and put all the documents together. So it's really important that if you don't have any children, you need to make sure you have things in writing. You have your beneficiary forms filled out and they're updated. You have a will with where you would like your assets to go if you don't like the assets going to your closest living relatives. I'm sure all of you have heard the story of, I say to my clients, their horse, it's riding up in Ireland and it comes to this farm and knock on the door and say, oh, your Uncle Joe from California passed away and here you go, you and your brother get a check for $500,000. I have heard stories of people who didn't even know the relative get money because the person didn't put anything otherwise in writing. So, of course, putting things in writing is important for everybody, but it's especially acute and very important for those of you who have no children, because the default rules are not necessarily what you would want. So, I challenge you, take care of business and get those wishes in writing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this information helpful.